Hey everyone, my name is Chris. In this video, I would like to talk about something very important. The finals has a serious problem with cheaters and it drastically decreases the amount of fun people get, hence the player count drops significantly. I'd like to talk about ways that developers can fix the problem. I'd like to share my experience with cheaters being a high elo player and overall ways that we can actually work around this problem, because playing this game feels like absolute ass at the moment, to the point where I'm logging on into a game, play one round against hackers, like a tournament round, and then I just quit. I absolutely don't want to continue playing because the amount of energy, effort, and mental clarity it takes to defeat a cheater is absolutely not worth the result you are getting in the end. Biggest problem with the finalists right now is the fact that they are trying their absolute hardest to fix problems, yet something is utterly wrong. Fundamentally, they are not addressing the biggest issue we have. And I understand that developers are trying their absolute hardest when it comes to fixing the cheats in the open, right? When you are opening the game, they're trying to make sure that the anti-cheat detects it and you don't have any problems after all. The biggest problem is not with like opening the cheat, right? The biggest problem is in a player-to-player performance every single game, because let's take a look at a very easy example. You take a player that has 90% of headshots throughout the game and he's got 10,000 damage. Can someone explain to me, is there a human being on this earth that can actually pull this off against players that are moving and not standing still, against players that are on his skill level or a little bit below? Can you explain to me, how is that a human-like behavior? And something tells me that it takes a few lines of code to like shadow ban these players and then manually check them, right? Because it would drastically decrease the amount of cheaters right from the start. Oh, you got 90% of headshots and 10,000 damage, so we're just gonna check your account. We'll have a person that manually checks the account for 3 minutes and he can actually understand whether you're hacking or not, because he has all the statistics. I wish he has all the statistics, but the finals does not have any of that, and this is part of the problem, not part of the solution, right? I would also guess that in the future we would have replay system, but it's also pretty difficult to implement, so catching cheaters is going to be not an easy task. Not only that, but you pair it up with something called play 50 games or whatever the amount of quick play games in order to unlock ranked, right? And you quickly understand that if you want to buy an account as a cheater, let's think like a cheater. If you want to buy an account, fresh account, it's gonna cost like what, $5, $10? You're already like paying for a premium hack, right? Why not spend a little bit more and swag on some noobs in ranked? So I feel like if you would implement a system where you have to play at least like 30 to 40 to 50 hours before you unlock ranked, it will drastically decrease the population of hackers. And if you combine that with the step I asked before, you will hardly ever see blatant hackers again in your games. Unfortunately, all we have right now is an easy anti-cheat, which is, yeah, quite literally very easy to bypass, as we can see. Another problem is shooting through shields. I understand when a person is rage hacking and you can actually beat them, because if you are hacking, fundamentally it's a massive lack of skill that you are trying to overcompensate with, I don't know, superior aim that you get from internal stuff, right? So even though you can outpace cheaters, when they are shooting through shields, it becomes quite impossible, to the point where you see same names, same faces in ranked, and there is nothing we can do. The problem has been the same for over 3 months already, and it hurts. It really hurts my performance. Imagine what kind of player I would have been if I would have the desire to play 10 hours a day and improve, right? Imagine how good I would be as a player if I would actually enjoy playing ranked in comparison with me loading into a game and experiencing the channels, right? The Asian nicknames that are usually cheating. I have no idea why, how, but it's just the sad reality of the situation. So it feels like there is fundamentally nothing developers can do against that. The foundation is bad, and I don't understand. The only game I see tackle the problem is CSGO with Faceit, as well as Valorant with their anti-cheat. Those are two games I feel like it's pretty difficult and expensive to hack, hence little to no players are doing that on a day-to-day basis. And then you compare it with the finals, where you literally have, I don't understand, like maybe even art money works in the finals because of easy anti-cheat. Can I hack myself some currency to buy skins that they are releasing? Like it feels like it's that freaking simple to bypass the system and hack. You will actually be very, very, very surprised to see how many players are using stealth hacks. So you never have any camera that shows the death cam, right? You never have any replay system. So if you are a decent player and you get absolutely beamed by some random guy that you never seen before in tournaments, screams, you've never seen him on Twitch, chances that he might be using something internal, and this is just the sad reality. Like, coming from a competitive background, right? I spent 20,000 hours in FPS titles, 500 hours in aim trainers. I have a top tier PC, peripherals, mouse and keyboard setup. That's very, very expensive. I am sniffing my monitor for a living, and it's my responsibility to be the best player that I can be, to show you guys, to like share with you my experience and make videos. Well, in reality, I log into a ranked match and I get beaten by a hacker with 60 FPS. That's just downloaded or paid for cheats. It feels very unrewarding, to the point where I personally don't play more than one game a day, and sometimes I just skip the day. It would never happen before because I'm a very dedicated player, to the point where I would play every single day as much as I possibly can. And I just don't have any other choices. Sure, I still play professional scrims, I still play tournaments, but ranked system is utterly terrible simply because of that. Like, you have like, Jesus Christ, like we had a game today, everything was nice, me and my squad are having so much fun. Just to look at the Asian nickname in a third round and understanding that there is no way we're gonna beat that guy because he's rage hacking, he's shooting through shields. Bro, he's even Diamond 4 and you don't have rank skips, meaning that he was doing that all along from Gold 3 or Gold 2, whatever he got placed. And it is just like my motivation, my will to play the game is skyrocketing or down. It's like it's sky falling, right? Is that the term? And I, as a player, can only pray to God that developers cook up something good, and then I just have to patiently wait. But do I have the privilege to do that? Because I have bills to pay, I need to make videos for you guys, and it is just a disaster and a half. There is little to no I can do, and not only that, there is no freaking FPS title that I can jump into. That would be very, very interesting to me. This is another very bad thing. So Hopefully developers are gonna cook something interesting with future updates. I guess we just have to give them more time, but 5 months already, man. Like I'm losing hope a little bit. Perhaps perhaps this game needs to fail miserably in order to understand the mistakes it made and try to fix them while it's not too late, because I personally know a lot of players that would love to come back to the game. That would be like, oh my god, of course I want to come back and play the game. If they get a good ranked system, no cheaters, a transparent elo, and blah 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 blah, maybe solo queue, all of the things. But now it feels very bad, to the point where I I just don't know. Like, I understand why players are not playing the game. You log in, you play one game, you get absolutely destroyed because you're playing in a solo queue with gold players against 3 stack of diamonds or 3 stack of blatant hackers. Beautiful, beautiful experience. Hopefully developers will cook something. I am grateful for all the things they did, but none of it matters if the game is not functioning properly. So Embark, please cook us an update where you would implement AI to tackle the cheater problem. Cook us an update with replays. Cook us an update with like CSGO Overwatch, when you can just look at the cheater replay and vote for banning him or not. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.